Washburn. Gentlemen.
JB, this is the only Week 17 game that features two teams that have already clinched playoff spots, but both the Patriots and the Dolphins are still playing for postseason positioning. New England can secure home field advantage with a win or an Oakland loss in Denver. Miami is currently the number 6 seed in the AFC, a chance to move up to number 5 by the end of play today. Welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. Ian Eagle along with Hall of Famer Dan Fouts, Evan Washburn joining us down on the sidelines. Happy New Year to everyone. Dan was out on South Beach with Pitbull last night, so this should be a fun broadcast. 2017, really no indication that it'll be any different than the last 15 years for the New England Patriots. All signs show that this machine is still rolling along, Dan.
Yeah, Bird, before it's all said and done, this combination of Belichick and Brady will go down as the most dominant head coach quarterback duo the game has ever seen. 3-time Coach of the Year for Belichick, all those division titles, the Super Bowl wins. As the numbers just go on and on, as will this pair's legacy.
If there is a surprise this year with the New England Patriots, it would be on the defensive side of the ball. And the fact that this group has been so dominant, especially in recent weeks. Matt Patricia's done a tremendous job running this defense, and they have improved as the season has progressed. Points per game, ranked number 1 in the NFL overall, but since Week 11, you can't score on these guys. Since Week 11, you can't gain yards on them. Third down percentage, number 1, and they're getting to the quarterback. It's been a tremendous turnaround for the Miami Dolphins, a team that won 6 games last year. They change head coaches. Adam Gase steps in. They start 1-4, Dan, so adversity early. He navigates them through that. Then adversity late with Ryan Tannehill, their starting quarterback, going down with an injury, and he has given a lot of confidence to Matt Moore to take over the job and excel.
Yeah, I asked offensive coordinator Clyde Christensen what he knew about Moore when Gase's staff took over. He said they knew nothing about him, but the more they observed him on and off the field, they realized he was better than any of the QBs they brought in. And as far as being a gunslinger, Christensen said, in Moore's case, that's a positive. Moore is not afraid to throw the ball in there, but he also is not careless with his decision making.
It doesn't hurt when you have a breakout star in Jay Ajayi at running back.
He's been a very pleasant surprise for the Dolphins and one of the major reasons for their remarkable turnaround. Perfect fit for this outside zone style of running. 6 foot, 220. He's hard to tackle because of his low pad level. A little wiggle, violent style of running. He gives the Dolphins that threat on the ground as they head into the playoffs.
Defensively, the numbers are not pretty. They are among the lowest ranked teams in the NFL in that department. But they've got a player in Kiko Alonso who has stood out, and Miami has become a very comfortable home for him.
Now, Kiko Alonso is that type of running back that Vance Joseph's type linebacker that can run it down sideline to sideline, a good run stuffer. He leads the Dolphins in plays and in tackles. And as he showed a couple weeks ago against San Diego in pass coverage, he's dangerous too. He took this one all the way back for a pick 6. He'll face a former Duck teammate in LeGarrette Blount today, which should be very interesting.
All right, time right now for our Tools for Success, presented by Home Depot.
Well, Gase told our group that Jarvis Landry is the guy that sparks the entire offense with his aggressive and confident style of play. And the 1-2 punch of Blount and Dion Lewis has proven very effective down the stretch for the Patriots. The Patriots, though, have lost their last 3 games here in Miami. In the last game of the regular season, and according to Adam Gase, he promised us there's no holding back today against the New England Patriots.
It is the Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots, the 103rd all-time meeting between these two teams. Happy New Year, everybody. We're looking forward to it in South Florida here on CBS. It's the final week of the regular season in the NFL on CBS from South Florida. The Dolphins hosting the Patriots. Today's game is being broadcast in Spanish. We're available using the SAP button on your television. Kickoff is next. 79 degrees here in Miami Gardens. A little bit of wind, partly cloudy. That's the forecast the rest of the day. Before we get things started, let's bring in the third member of our crew, and a Happy New Year to Evan Washburn down on the field. Evan.
Happy New Year, Ryan. Well, as we approach kickoff, there's a growing concern and some frustration with the conditions of the surface of this field. The Orange Bowl was played on this field Friday night, so it required some repair. The area that the players are spending the most time, coaches as well, is at the 50-yard line where the trophy presentation was held. All new turf laid down there, and it is a different surface from the hashes in other areas. Now, this isn't uncommon. This is the 5th time where 2 games have been played on this surface in a weekend, but in a game where everybody wants to get out healthy, it'll be worth monitoring how guys handle this surface. Guys?
All right, Evan, thanks very much. And Dan, I know you were very excited that both Florida State and Michigan were at our hotel as well. A lot of action.
A lot of big celebrating going on, especially on the Florida State sideline. But that's a key point that Evan made about, this is an important game as far as seeding, but both teams are in the playoffs, and they need everybody healthy as they head that way.
Miami won the toss. They have deferred to the second half, so Andrew Franks will kick it off. Dion Lewis is the deep man for New England. Patriots trying to win their 14th game. And the Dolphins enter action at 10-5. First playoff appearance since 2008. This will be a touchback. New England will have it at the 25. It's been a struggle for the New England Patriots last 3 trips to Miami.
And again, Brady has missed some practice time this week, nursing a sore thigh. The outstanding offensive line in New England has done a great job of protecting him all along. Only 15 sacks on the season.
Tom Brady, his 2 lowest passing yardage totals came in the last 2 games. But he's got 25 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He's in the MVP conversation. What a season he has put together, abbreviated after the 4-game suspension. Open up from the 25. Brady. And a toss to Lewis. Lewis makes 2 men miss. A lot of running for Lewis after the catch, but picks up only 4 yards. McCain whiffed initially on Dion Lewis. Now James White will come in. Lewis heads to the sidelines. They have that 3-headed monster with Lewis, Blunt, and White. Last week, blowout win over the New York Jets. 41-3 rout. Toss it to White. Had a touchdown reception last week, and he spun down for no gain on the play. So New England faces 3rd down. Starting offense for the New England Patriots. Great bounce back year for Nate Solder on injured reserve last year with a torn right bicep. Chris Hogan, former member of the Miami Dolphins practice squad early in his career. Leads the NFL 19.1 yards per reception this season in his first with the Patriots. It's a 3rd and 6 for the Pats. First possession of the day. Brady operating out of the gun. And a timeout called by New England early. A minute 20 into this opening quarter. Defensively for the Miami Dolphins, we mentioned it at the top of the show, the rankings are not very good. Number 30 in total defense. Cameron Wake, Pro Bowler, 11.5 sacks this season, coming off the injured Achilles. Neville Hewitt continues to start. Jelani Jenkins forced to sit it out once again. Jenkins dealing with a knee injury. They hope to have him back for the playoffs. And in the secondary, they are really banged up. Michael Thomas has done very good work. Issa Abdul-Quddus is done for the year. They lost Rashad Jones earlier in the season. Byron Maxwell is out with an ankle injury. Bobby McCain plays in the nickel for Miami. 3rd and 6 after the timeout. Motion man Hogan, Brady. Brady will run for the first down, and he takes a shot as he crosses the 35. 6-yard pickup. And Brady may have an equipment issue.
Well, when he went down, that knee brace kind of got stuck in the ground. That's why he couldn't get down before he takes this lick. So they're going to have to get the grass out of it. That's a legal shot. It was not to the head of Brady, although as a running back here, that would have been okay. but he did not have time to get down. You can see how that knee brace just digs into this hard rock field.
New set of downs for New England. A shy of the 36. Lewis gets the call, and there's nothing there. First man there is Cameron Wake for Miami, limiting Lewis to a 1-yard pickup.
And when you talk about the strength of this Miami defense, it's obviously up front with Wake and Sue and Mitchell and Branch. In fact, Vance Joseph told me that Wake and Branch gives this entire defense energy with the way that they play with such passion, and enables this defense to play faster.
25 takeaways for the Miami defense, 6th in the NFL. They've had 19 since week 9. Brady, little trickery to Edelman. Can he get the corner? He can, but he stumbles. So footing has been an issue here early. That's 5 yards, make it 6 for Edelman based on the spot.
Well, check out the block here of Nate Solder. He's going to come back here and peel off middle linebacker Kiko Alonso. It's going to be a legal block right about there, or it's a little bit questionable. What's not unquestionable is the fact that Brady gets hit by Wake.
3rd and 3. Brady steps up, fires. Oh, what hands by Edelman. First down, Patriots. A high throw. Edelman handles it. Pazinger, the linebacker, in coverage. That's a 20-yard hookup for New England.
Yeah, Pazinger gets in this throwing lane, so Tom has to throw it a little bit high. Tremendous concentration. As it bobbles, he keeps his eye, knows where the ball is going behind him, locates it, makes the grab before contact.
Brady put it over Jason Jones, who is 6'5".
46!
Coming up on the 11-minute mark of the first. Devlin, the fullback, is in. Shifts out of the backfield. Derek Blunt. Nice patience there by Blunt. Gang tackled as he crossed the 35. Terrence Fade, they're rotating defensive linemen here on the opening series.
Now, this is a 250-pound back in Blunt, who uses great patience here. Then that 1 foot in the ground cut. 250 pounds, he doesn't have any problem with making a hard cut or slipping on this field.
4 straight games with a rushing touchdown. Adam Gase watching the New England offense move down the field. Miami could not get New England off the field, converting on a couple of third downs. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard run by Blunt. Brady straight tackle. Runs it underneath. And it's Lengel who had his first NFL catch, which was a touchdown last week in the victory over New England. Pazinger holding on for dear life. And big Matt Lengel at 6'7", 266 from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Picks up 4 yards.
And Brady quickly to the line of scrimmage to limit any defensive substitutions here on 3rd and short.
Picked up Lengel from the Cincinnati practice squad. They need 1 yard. They get it with Dion Lewis out near the 25. Jason Jones in on that stop. It's a 3-yard gain for Lewis. They can mix and match with different styles. The fact that Lewis brings something different than Blunt, James White, more of a pass-catching threat. And while they're not deep at wide receiver, Josh McDaniels can move the pieces around for creativity.
Well, and starting fast has always been a major signature of this Patriot offense led by Josh McDaniels.
10th play of the drive. Fake it. Brady. Open man over the middle. Martellus Bennett. And leans across the 15. 11 yards and a first down. Bakari Rambo with a tackle.
53 catches now on the season for Martellus Bennett. Brady quickly after the fake gets the ball to him behind the linebackers. But you can see the effect that play fake had on the second-year player Neville Hewitt as he bit on the fake, and that opened up Bennett behind him.
New England in the red zone, ranked in the top 10 in touchdown percentage in the league. Brady's a perfect 5 of 5 running back. Dion Lewis squeezes through. It's hit short of the 5-yard line. Earl Mitchell could not bring him down initially, and Lewis turns it into an 8-yard run.
Now, Lewis has the uncanny ability to make guys miss or never take on a square shot. He'll turn his shoulders one way or the other, and tacklers, even as big as Earl Mitchell at 310, seem to bounce off him.
12th play of the drive. 5 completions to 5 different receivers for Brady. the gun on a 2nd and 2. Patriots trying to strike first. It's a give. Lewis, steady step. Lewis still going. They'll stand him up, but he gets enough for the first down. Needed 2, picked up 4, and it's a 1st and goal inside the 5 for the Patriots.
Now, you talked about the effectiveness of Brady spreading it around, but you know the big running play on this drive? The 3rd down conversion by Brady for 6 yards.
We saw the raw speed of Brady.
Raw?
Is that the word?
Well, it's not very mature. Well, I don't know. He got it, though, right?
1st and goal. Fake it to Blunt. Brady tosses. Touchdown. Martellus Bennett. Brady lofts it up for the tight end. And the Patriots go in front on a time-consuming opening drive. 13 plays, 75 yards. It took 7.5 minutes.
Here's Donald Butler right here. Watch the play fake, and that allows Bennett to get right in behind him. Outside shade played there that time by Michael Thomas. And Bennett, he did this last week with a short touchdown pass deep in the red zone. 6 for 6 now for Brady and 41 yards. And that 3rd down conversion run.
Rob Gronkowski, back surgery in November. Obviously, they miss him, but his team has gone 7-0 without Gronk this year. Martellus Bennett has been a tremendous pickup as Gostkowski tacks on the extra point. Brady, perfect so far in South Florida. Another touchdown for Martellus Bennett. Had one last week against the Jets. That's 7 now on the season for Bennett, culminating a long drive for New England. New career high for Bennett. Now in his 9th year in the NFL, previously with Dallas, the Giants, Chicago. And it's been the perfect fit for Bennett and the Pats.
Really a smart acquisition in the offseason. You ever say, well, why do they need Michael Bennett or Martellus Bennett even? You know? Well, injuries happen, and Gronk has had a history of injuries lately.
And Michael, by the way, has a new contract. Finally got that extension with Seattle, Martellus' brother. Jakeem Grant not going to take it out of the end zone. The Dolphins will have it at the 25. Matt Moore will get his first opportunity against the New England D when we come back.
NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. H&R Block. Get your taxes won. And by T-Mobile. Switch to the network built for unlimited data.
Back in Miami, the Dolphins will play either at Pittsburgh or at Houston in the wild card round. We'll know that by the end of today. Could still get that number 5 seed, currently in the 6th hole in the AFC. First possession of the day for the Miami offense, come out in a 3-receiver set. Handed to Ajayi, and he runs into a wall for a gain of a half a yard on first down.
It's a perfect play fake to Blunt, and it really concerns Alonso and Butler. And why not? Because watch the effect on these two linebackers. I mean, Blunt's been in the end zone 17 times on the ground, so that's your first thought as a linebacker. And Bennett slips into the back of the end zone for the easy pitch and catch.
Second and long here for Miami. Fake the jet sweep, give it to Ajayi, and he gets caught by Flowers. He'll get a gain of 1, but Flowers got him right at the line of scrimmage. Good penetration there from the New England defense. Matt Moore, 9-year veteran, stepping in for the injured Ryan Tannehill. His teams are 11-4 in his 15 career starts. That goes back to the Carolina days as well. He's been an excellent backup, a super sub for Miami, and a lot of confidence that he brings to the field and that the team has in him when he's in the huddle. There's some movement. We get a flag, and John Parry will fill us in. Jawan James on that right side. Shifted.
Ball start. Offense in the 70. 5-yard penalty. We're done.
That's one of those mistakes you just can't afford to have against a Dolphin defense, especially as well as they're playing at this point of the season. And in talking to that confidence of Matt Moore, he told me that because of that experience he's had over the years, he's confident he can get it done. He likes today's game plan and the unique talents of his three wideouts, Landry, Stills, and Parker.
So that you have to take what New England gives you, be patient. You can learn a lot from the first two possessions, what the game plan is. Flips it high in the air. He was drilled as he tossed it to Damian Williams, and it's incomplete. Trey Flowers getting to the veteran quarterback, and Miami goes 3 and out.
And a couple of big plays by Flowers here in the first drive, playing as a nose tackle, goes right around Urbic, and he affects this ball by about a yard because there was a wide open receiver down the sidelines, and Williams might have gone a long way, but except for that big hit by Flowers.
No time of possession right now. Miami just possessed the football for a minute 37. Coming off a 7.5-minute drive by the New England offense. Matt Darr, the punt. Edelman will not touch it. Penalty marker thrown at the 18-yard line as that ball floats out of bounds right around the 40 and closer to the 45. So New England right now would have the football at the 44-yard line on a 28-yard punt.
Yeah, this will be refused. This is great field
kick,
position.
holding. Kicking team number 46. New England has elected the 10-yard penalty to be added to the dead ball spot.
Absolutely.
First and 10, New England, timeout.
Makes it an 18-yard net then.
Tom Brady's going to take over in Miami territory already with a 7-0 lead. Tonight, a 60 Minutes investigation. They are beautiful islands where you can vacation or buy a passport. That's right, passports and citizenship for sale tonight, only CBS. Patriots open up at the 45 of Miami. Day action. Brady looking downfield, has the time. Brady upstairs, through the hands of Edelman. Ranging over Tony Lippett, and that is Brady's first incompletion of the day.
Yeah, he got great pass protection last week against the Jets. Again, he had a lot of time to check out Edelman. He wanted Hogan deep down the middle, but Lippett with great coverage on Edelman cost that incompletion.
Julian Edelman, 91 catches on the season. He's closing in on 1,000 yards, would be his second 1,000-yard season. 12th drop pass of the year for Edelman is tied for the lead in that category. Look at the block. LeGarrette Blount busting it to the outside. David Andrews with a key block, the starting center, and that's a 19-yard run for Blount.
This offensive line doing it, protecting the quarterback, and then on a fake pass with the draw play, Blount is going to take advantage of that block. Also, Bennett coming down, making a key block on Alonzo. And the Patriots are rolling again at the 26-yard line after a 19-yard gain.
53 rushing yards already for New England. Brady operating out of the gun. Up the middle, LeGarrette Blount sticks the helmet down into Bakari Rambo. Fantastic vision for a gain of 9. Let's check in with Evan.
Brian, prior to the last series defensively for the Patriots, they lost their defensive communications, the headset into the helmet of Dante Hightower. Now, per rules, then things should shut down on the Dolphins side. Have not heard an update to whether they've been fixed, but just something that's happening down here on the sideline. We'll keep you updated as best we can.
All right, thanks, Evan. Hightower active this week. He missed last week with a knee injury. LeGarrette Blount, it's a 3-yard gain and a first down. Fade in on the stop for Miami, but New England keeps this drive moving along.
Well, after the first down incompletion, Brady has stayed on the ground to Blount. And Blount, it's like that heavyweight puncher with all these body blows. Wears the defensive team down as the game goes on.
Patriots are riding a 6-game winning streak. They've allowed 3 points or fewer 3 times this season. Brady caught. Michael Floyd. Floyd battling to get to the end zone. Floyd extends his body for the touchdown. Catch and run for Floyd. The newest Patriot hits pay dirt. Tony Lippett could not keep him out of the end zone.
6'2", 220, and the desire to get his first Patriot touchdown from Tom Brady. 3 Dolphins, 4 Dolphins here. Paysinger can't keep him out. Bobby McCain comes in late. Does he stretch out like Antonio Brown? It looked like he fell right on the goal line there with his left elbow. Tremendous effort.
Think this guy's going to play a role in the postseason for New England?
I think that's why they got him. I mean, Amendola's been out now, 4 weeks? And with the injury to Malcolm Mitchell's knee last week, another brilliant move by the front office of New England.
Floyd played 18 snaps last week. Had just 2 targets, but we asked Tom Brady about Floyd. He said, look, he's worked really hard, a lot of time, extra time in the facility, trying to get up to speed. He said, I think he's ready. We'll have to see.
I think he's ready.
Yeah.
That type of effort shows everybody he's ready.
That's 6 different Dolphins that came over trying to stop Floyd. He gets his first Patriot touchdown. Patriots are cruising in this first quarter. It's 14-0 New England. Tom Brady, 2 touchdowns, which now gives him 27 on the season with just 2 interceptions. Talking about the best all time.
No question.
In a single season for Brady, that's number 1. One more touchdown to hold that record by himself. Kenyon Drake's going to take a knee, and the Dolphins will have it at the 25. That's touchdown to interception ratio. Nick Foles in 2013 had 27 touchdowns, 2 picks. Josh McCown with the Bears in a reserve role came in, became the starter. 13 touchdowns, 1 pick. Tom Brady missed the first 4 games of the season, serving the suspension. And on the road, Dan, 17 touchdowns, no interceptions for Brady.
The numbers are ridiculous. 455 career touchdown passes now to just 152 interceptions.
So Miami now in a 14-0 hole, 3:44 to go in the first. Ajayi. Patriots converge on Ajayi, led by Landon Roberts and Alan Brandt. Starting offense for Miami, Craig Urbick is back starting in the middle. Anthony Steen had been there. The youngster, Urbick, is an 8-year veteran. He's bounced around a bit. Backs and receivers, Devontae Parker, his best games as a pro have come against the New England Patriots. Urbick's been with Pittsburgh, with Buffalo. Dolphins go empty here, 2nd and 8. They have 4 yards of offense. Moore in trouble, gets out of it. Jabal Shear can't believe he didn't throw him down to the ground. And Moore picked off Logan Ryan. It went from bad to worse. Shear put the pressure. Moore turns it over, and it's all Patriots.
You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Yeah, 3rd pick of the season thrown by Matt Moore. This shows you how good the Patriots are coached here. This is Logan Ryan in the circle. Watch as he drops back here, reads the coverage of the quarterback. We'll get back to that as Blunt takes the ball on 1st down. But Logan Ryan drops back after shutting down the initial receiver on the out route. And he's going to drop back here to take Dion Lewis. It takes a long time to get there, but watch the reaction here. Takes away the short route and drops back for the pick. His 2nd of the season.
47. The Patriots are now plus 98 in the first quarter this season. That's the highest point differential in the league. Getting off the strong starts once again. Chris Hogan with the catch, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Penalty marker thrown on the far side of the field at the 50. Line of scrimmage now just at the 46-yard line.
Illegal use of hands to the face, defense number 25. Penalties declined, resulting play 1st and 10 New England.
Well, this has been rough for Matt Moore and the Dolphins, for Ryan Tannehill. A helpless feeling. Miami's hoping to have Tannehill back for the playoffs. It's up to the doctors now in Tannehill, but Tannehill has the cast off that knee.
319!
sprained ACL and MCL left leg. Dion Lewis still going after initial contact. Lewis can pick up yards. He's slippery. 8-yard gain for Dion Lewis.
Yeah, he's slippery and he has good low pad level. Terrence Fede is going to come in here, number 78, and miss him there. And then after the contact by Howard, still is able to fall about 3 to 4 yards farther down the field.
Well, that's what he told us. He uses his quickness, he uses his low center of gravity to his advantage. Edelman catch and run with a flag thrown. Xavier Howard could not bring him down initially.
Offside. Defense, number 97. Penalties decline. Result of the play, first down.
It was Jordan Phillips, and it doesn't matter. First down for New England. 1:20 to play in this opening quarter.
You talked about a low center of gravity. The strength of Edelman's game, besides his great hands, are his great legs. Tremendous power. And at 5'10", which is kind of gracious, he can get low and make that first tackler miss. But another mistake for the Dolphins.
Brady is 9 out of 10, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. It has been a dominant opening quarter for New England. Edelman, motion man, on first and 10, under a minute to go. Brady getting the time. Brady hooks a pass. End zone! Broken up. Looking for Edelman. McCain and Edelman exchanging words. Michael Thomas wants a flag thrown.
And he got it. Edelman, who's known to chirp a little bit, may have chirped too much that time.
John Perry.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 11. Down count, second down, 15-yard penalty.
Well, not only the chirp, it was
He pecked him.
the peck.
Yeah, I knew you would understand that, Bird.
Yeah, thanks. It's bird talk.
Well, he's got to be careful. Unsportsmanlike conduct, first offense. The next one, if he has one, he'd be ejected from the game.
That would be the first mistake of the day for New England.
No question.
Patriots, 11 minutes and 34 seconds. They've had the football. Miami does not have a first down. Patriots have 11 of them. They now face a second and 25. Devlin is in there. Give it to Lewis. Dion Lewis accelerates for 4. Chopped down to the 35-yard line. We got 39 seconds to play in the first. First meeting was early, back on September the 18th. New England won the game 31-24. They led that game 31-3. Jimmy Garoppolo had 3 touchdowns, suffered a shoulder injury, and the Dolphins came back, made a game of it. Patriots held on for the win. New England is 7-0 on the road this season, trying to become the 7th team all-time to go 8-0. Hogan pushed from behind. And that'll carry us to the end of the first quarter. 13 yards for Hogan. Lopsided in Miami. The Patriots 14, the Dolphins nothing. We'll come back to South Florida after these messages. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Start of the second quarter at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. 14-0 New England leads it. This is a 40-yard attempt for Stephen Gostkowski. Went through his rough patch, but has recovered from that. Ryan Allen and Gostkowski right down the middle. Patriots take a 17-0 lead. We'll step away for 30 seconds and come back to South Florida. New England trying to finish up undefeated on the road. You see what teams have done that have gone undefeated. San Francisco, it worked for them at least the first 2 times around, won the Super Bowl in 1984 and 1989. This incredible run with the Kraft family owning the New England Patriots. Robert Kraft, Jonathan Kraft, division champions for an NFL record 8th consecutive year, and the ultimate positive that you're going to hear from other teams and other coaches and other GMs and owners. Adam Gase said, hey, look, there's no secret. We are modeling our program after New England. We've structured the system in order to try to build it the way that New England has now.
Why
it's tough to get Tom Brady.
That's a big part of the component, but a huge part, but still, the organizational part. You're absolutely right.
Kick it through the back of the end zone. Gostkowski, it's a touchback. NFL on CBS is now on CBS All Access. Stream your local games live. Go to cbs.com/NFL now to try it for free.
That's where the Dolphins, they need a big play, and the big play guy has to be Jarvis Landry. Leads them with 85 receptions on the year, but with his style of play, he's one of those energy givers. And that's what this offense needs right now.
85 catches, 1,060 yards, 3 touchdowns for Landry. And it off to Ajayi. Running hard across the 30. Fans react after the hit by Rob Ninkovich. The second quarter is underway, and Miami's in a 17-0 hole. Dolphins started the season 1-4. They have had a stunning turnaround. 8 straight wins in games decided by a touchdown or less. So they're winning the close games. Adam Gase told us, hey, it's been an interesting ride. After that Tennessee game, the team really came together, made some roster moves, let everybody know that they were not messing around. Flags down.
False start. Offense number 80. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
It's Deion Sims. And Miami heading in the wrong direction. A couple of running backs in there, Damian Williams and Kenyon Drake. They have depth at that running back position behind Ajayi. Williams, tremendous pass catcher. Drake, when he's touched the ball, he's made things happen. And they'll go empty. With more from the gun, second and long. Throwing on the move, tight window there. Kenny Stills was out of bounds. It's incomplete. This season for the Miami Dolphins, turned the ball over 11 times, 1-4 through the first 5 games. Arian Foster was supposed to be the go-to guy at running back. He retires in October. Ajayi takes over. He dealt with injuries, including Mike Pouncey, done for the year, 6 starters in all. And then Ryan Tannehill goes down late in the season. They don't miss a beat. Matt Moore steps in. They've won 9 of their last 10 to make the playoffs for the first time in 8 years. Underneath, catch and run, Devontae Parker. First down at the 40-yard line. That one covers 14 yards.
That's similar to what happened last week against Buffalo when he took one of these short crossing routes, bounced off a couple of tacklers, and went 56 yards for the touchdown. You can see he's got the size at 209 pounds and 6'3" to take on tacklers. At that time, Malcolm Butler. That's the first down of the day for the Dolphins.
Parker's had back-to-back 100-yard games against New England. Early stages, second quarter. Patriots 17, the Dolphins nothing. Final week of the regular season. Ajayi shake and bake. Tossed down after the gain of 5. We asked Ajayi, how much do you have left in the tank? He said, oh no, I'm just getting started. I feel good. This is what he always imagined that he could do in the NFL. He just had to wait for his opportunity, and it happened in his second year out of Boise State.
Well, and he went to Boise State because he had opportunity there. And that's what it's all about, is looking for it, finding it, and then taking advantage of it. 3 200-yard games in one season. Remarkable.
Up to Jakeem Grant, and only gains a yard after all that running. Patrick Chung combining with a Landon Roberts to bring him down. Yeah, one last point on Ajayi. He said he was recruited by a lot of Big 12 schools. We asked him, why Boise State? But all those schools wanted him to be the number 2 running back. They didn't see him as a number 1. His dad told him, hey, look, go where you're wanted. And that was the advice he took, and it worked out for him. Although he dropped in the draft to the 5th round. 3rd and 4 now for Miami. Working out of the gun. from the 46. Moore, clean pocket. Pressure from behind, slings it, incomplete. Kenny Stills. Stills has been a big play guy, but he's had a case of the dropsies.
This is not his strong point. It's working across the middle. He's better deep down the field. This ball just off target, and he knows that Hightower is coming and just offers one hand at this pass. Dangerous pass back over the middle by Moore. But that ball's got to be hauled in if the Dolphins are going to keep this drive going.
Would have been a tough catch, kind of catch that Jarvis Landry makes with regularity with one hand. At Barr, the high punt. Julian Edelman with a flag down behind him. Brought it in cleanly at the 19. The flag is at the 12. It's a 34-yard kick.
Flag thrown along the sideline, so this probably involved the gunner trying to get down to cover that punt.
Longtime special teams coach Darren Rizzi is looking for the call and the information. Rizzi was
During the kick, holding, return team number 22. After distance to the goal, first down.
That was Justin Coleman who was called on the penalty. Rizzi, one of the coaches that remained on the Gay staff when he took over. New England and Dallas are the only teams with a top 5 scoring offense and a top 5 scoring defense. The Patriots have looked the part today. LeGarrette Blount spun down after the gain of 5.
Another good day for Tom Brady here in South Florida. This 6-yard run on a 3rd and 5 picks up the first down. And then this 3rd and 3 20-yard hookup with Edelman. Play action fake to Bennett in the back of the end zone for 2 yards out. And then the tremendous effort by newcomer Michael Floyd as 6 different Dolphins try to keep him out of the end zone.
Brady's now 10 of 12 for 88 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Keep it on the ground to Blount. Not much there. No gain on the play for LeGarrette Blount. 17 touchdowns this season for Blount. That's a new Patriots record, topping Curtis Martin's previous mark. He had 123 yards rushing against Miami back in week 2. He's got 45 on the ground in this first half. And Bill Belichick's team faces a 3rd and 5. 5 receiver set. 10:34 to go in the first half. Brady pulls the trigger. Julian Edelman with a first down grab in front of Xavier Howard for 9.
Yeah, what a surprise. A completion to Edelman on 3rd down. Brady looked over the middle for Bennett and then came out to Mr. Reliable as he slides in safely for the first down.
183 total yards of offense for New England. Miami has been held to 30. New set of downs for the Patriots to work with, just shy of the 25. Edelman 3 catches today, 43 yards. Brady again tried to swing it to Lengel. Lengel, torn ACL back in 2012, 2013. Began his college career at Northeastern, but they got rid of the football program. He then moved on to Eastern Kentucky, dealt with those injuries. That sheer size caught the attention of pro scouts. Was on the practice squad at Cincinnati. Got a phone call that New England was picking him up, and before he knew it, he was catching a touchdown pass in an NFL regular season game from Tom Brady last week against the Jets.
Yeah, but it's all been downhill since that.
Oh, really?
A short reception today, and then that incompletion.
Tough to live up to that.
He might be a bust.
Deion Lewis to the outside. And Lewis has got a first down. That was Dan's sarcastic tone, by the way.
Oh, thank you for clearing that up. I wasn't sure myself. Watch the vision of Lewis as he bounces it all the way to the outside. He's looking that way initially at the snap, sees a whole opening, and he uses his speed. Bakari Rambo, though, close to creating a foul there as Lewis was going out of bounds.
47.
No, this is just a whitewash so far in the first half. Fake it. Brady Bennett is open. Martellus Bennett, they are shredding the Miami defense right now. Any way they want to. 18 yards on the pass play.
Well, offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels, he knows the riches that he has in that offensive huddle, and you're seeing it on this drive. Edelman with a catch, Lewis with a good run. Now the play action has been huge for the Patriots as of late because of how effective they've been on the running game with Blunt and Lewis and James White.
Yeah, McDaniels and Gase know each other quite well. Gase served under McDaniels when he was the head coach in Denver. Knew each other from Michigan State under Nick Saban. Blunt can't get away from that initial wave. Tony Lippett and Ndamukong Suh. No gain on the play. Gase said that when he got to Denver under McDaniels, it refreshed his memory of how they did things at Michigan State under Saban. They were friends at Michigan State, and then when Gase was in San Francisco, McDaniels was a good contact for him as they would talk about being assistant coaches in the NFL, gaining knowledge. Initially, he went to Denver as the QB job. That's what he thought he was going to have, coaching the QBs, but it ended up being wide receivers, which gave him a different perspective as well. Brady to the outside. Brady working the perimeter as James White gets involved. And New England on the move once again. That's 7 yards for the Pats. We're down to 7:34 to go in this second quarter.
And another third down coming up for this Miami defense. They've only stopped my Patriots just one time out of 5. And that time of possession just continues to grow. 16 and a half minutes to just about 6 minutes.
Miami came in number 1 in the NFL in third down defense, allowing a 34.8% conversion rate. Not the case today. Brady, 3rd and 3. Broken up and a flag down. Chris Hogan, the intended target. Bobby McCain, and he's reacting.
Now this is one of those bang-bang plays. Who gets to the receiver first? Is it McCain or the ball?
Pass interference, defense. Automatic first down.
Apparently it's McCain.
Yeah.
That's an 8-yard penalty and another first down.
Now, the right arm around the back of Hogan, spinning Hogan, is what gets the call. If he doesn't spin him, this is not going to be pass interference.
Wake held up as he got to Tom Brady. We asked Brady about Wake, and he said, yeah, no, I know him pretty well. I've been on my backside quite a few times because of him through the years. 42! He said he's so quick around the edge, and he makes a very tight turn to the quarterback. To Lewis. Trying to push the pile. That's a 3-yard gain. Phillips and Wake. NFL Today update. JB boomerized it in New York.
Houston's backup quarterback. That's right. That's Tom Savage right there. 4th and 1. Goes on to a quarterback sneak. Gets the first down. But the officials take him out of the game and put him in concussion protocol. That means Brock Osweiler, the former #1 quarterback of the Texans, now the starter. They are behind Tennessee 7-0.
Back to Iron Eagle.
All right, JB, thanks very much.
It's really rare to get injured on a quarterback sneak.
Deep drop. Brady flips it to the sideline. The hands of Floyd. Was he in bounds? He was. It's a clean catch. And another first down for New England.
Now, he gives Brady a nice high target here at 6'2". Good hands, and let's check out the feet. Bang, bang. Good call by the officials. Control, but there's the ball thrown away from the defense. Howard in the toe touch on the sideline.
You think about all the guys that Vance Joseph and his defensive unit have to deal with here. Michael Floyd, just another in a long line of pickups and acquisitions that New England works into the system. He gets the most out of it. Brady tosses to the outside, and Hogan, he gets tossed down by McCain, 5 yards. on the catch and run.
And that's always been the key for this pass offense on early downs, getting the ball out quickly. I mean, that seemed like it was under 2 seconds for Brady to get the ball out to Hogan. Teams always talk about, when I ask him, how do you stop the great Tom Brady? He said, we got to get him in long situations where he has to hold the ball more for the receivers to get down for the necessary yardage. But on early downs, he kills teams with his quick release.
Josh McDaniels now in his 16th year on the coaching staff in New England. The familiarity with Brady and that strong relationship that shows up on Sundays. Well, that's not legal. And Ndamukong Suh
may not be legal, but sometimes it sends a message. My goodness, he just drilled David Andrews.
Encroachment, defense number 93, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Now, the difference between offsides and encroachment is encroachment's contact. There's your encroachment. Suh was pointing at the play clock, thinking that he was running
5-yard
down.
penalty results.
He's trying to anticipate the snap.
I asked Tom Brady about Ndamukong Suh. He said he's as good as anyone will face this season. He's a beast. He's the whole package.
Gave it Andrews the whole package there.
First and goal. Deion Lewis just went down.
Yeah, that's that turf that Evan Washburn told us about at the beginning of the game. He tried to plant with his left foot. There's his divot. Watch the left foot just slide right out. Nowhere to go but down.
Loss of 1 on the play. 13th play of the drive and eating up more clock with a 17-0 lead. It's a team coming off a 41-3 victory over the Jets. A win, and they secure the number 1 seed in the AFC and home field advantage. Brady. Dump off. Lewis nowhere to run. So it'll be 3rd and goal. No gain on that pass from Tom Brady, who's now 16 of 19 for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns.
7 different receivers, too. Tremendous balance, especially on this drive. But the Dolphins smartly, Vance Joseph calling a zone that time. And there were plenty of Dolphins to rally to make the tackle.
279 straight regular season passes without an interception on the road for Tom Brady. 3rd and goal. Brady steps. Brady. End zone. Nobody home. Edelman felt he was held by Howard. And the Patriots field goal unit will come on.
I think Howard did a good job of forcing Edelman not only to the back of the end zone, but perhaps even having him step out of the back of the end zone. So if he had been able to make the catch, it would not have counted. Good job by Xavier Howard, the rookie.
So another field goal attempt for Stephen Gostkowski. Made one from 40 yards away. Now 26 of 30 on the season. Joe Cardona will snap it. The punter, Allen, will hold it. This is a 26-yarder. And he drills it. Patriots take a 20-0 lead. We've got 3:21 to go. First half. Miami offense has yet to get started.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Live by Night from Warner Brothers Pictures. In theaters January 13th. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Verizon. Join a better network because better matters.
Bill Belichick's team, first 4 possessions, touchdown, touchdown, field goal, 20-0 lead for New England. We have 3:21 to go in this first half. Second field goal of the day for Stephen Gostkowski. It's the first time both the Patriots and the Dolphins have made the playoffs in the same season since 2001. Big kick from Gostkowski. It's coming back to the 25 for Miami. Dolphins getting shut out in the first half. Week 17 continues later today on CBS and Fox. Then tonight with Sunday Night Football on NBC. Dolphins have it first and 10 at the 25-yard line. This is the 11th straight quarter where the New England defense has not given up a touchdown. Dolphins trying to change that with just over 3 minutes to play first half. Catch and run for Jarvis Landry. It's a first down. That is the first grab of the day from Landry. Just the second completion from Matt Moore. Chung and McClellan there defensively for New England.
Yeah, Moore now 2 out of 6, but that's an important one to get it to your playmaker to start a drive and then go no huddle and keep the substitutions defensively set for New England.
Miami comes in averaging 27 points per game at home, 20 points per game on the road. Ajayi, he's ridden down at the 45-yard line. Nice block by Bushrod up front. 6-yard gain for Jay Ajayi.
And a determined 6-yard run, too. Big hole, and then he cut sharply into it and took on tacklers.
He described his style to us as aggressive, violent, trying to create big plays, breaking tackles, using his speed. There's Ajayi getting to the outside, crossing midfield into New England territory. Urbic and Albert up front, providing some space. That's 8 yards for Ajayi.
And that space, he's had effective runs off the right side behind Jawan James and Jermon Bushrod.
And we hit the 2-minute warning in the second quarter. Patriots pitching a shutout. Coming up, Verizon Halftime Report. JB, Tony, Bart, Boomer, Coach Cowher. Latest NFL scores and highlights all coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. 2 minutes to go. First half, New England leads at 20-0 over Miami. Both teams are in the playoffs. Just a question of seeding. Ajayi sheds one tackler, then puts the stiff arm to Logan Ryan. He's angled out of bounds. Plays in opponent territory here today. New England has lived in Miami's end of the field, not so much for the Dolphins. 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 now for Miami. Ajayi remains in there. Give it to him. And Ajayi is cut down by a Landon Roberts, rookie out of Houston. Holds Ajayi to no gain on the play. Miami Dolphins owner Stephen Ross. They got to the playoffs, which is something they had not done since 2008. That was an 8-year postseason drought for this franchise.
If you're reading his lips, he says, what are they doing running the ball there?
He said all that just there?
Plus some, but not like that play selection.
3rd and 4. Deion Sims in motion. Come up on 1 minute to play first half. Moore throws it. Snare by Damian Williams. And laying out some contact on Malcolm Butler. It's a first down for the Dolphins, 11 yards on a terrific grab by Williams.
His 21st of the year, and it looks like something Jarvis Landry would do with the one hand. And then this part right to the helmet of Malcolm Butler on the sidelines. Another first down for the Dolphins.
1:06 to play. The line of scrimmage is the 30. Shotgun, Moore gets rid of it quickly. Asking Landry to create after the catch. He's across the 25-yard line, brought down by Devin McCourty. Miami has all 3 timeouts remaining. And with 1:01 left, clock stops. We'll step aside. Back to South Florida in a moment.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by McDonald's. I'm loving it. And by Bud Light. Strike gold and you could win Super Bowl tickets for life.
Dolphins now with 2 timeouts remaining. They face a 2nd and 4 with just over a minute to go in this first half. 51 yards on this drive. They combined for 30 yards prior to this possession. Moore over the middle. It's caught by Ajayi for a first down. So the Dolphins are threatening 11 yards on that toss.
really finding their rhythm offensively now with the no-huddle concepts. Moore doing a good job. 5 for 5 on this drive.
Tight spiral underneath, caught by Jarvis Landry, then driven backwards by the combination of Ryan and McCourty. Another timeout called with 36 seconds to go in this first half. Coming up, Verizon Halftime Report. JB and the gang back in New York. Latest NFL scores and highlights all coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. Dolphins are 4-1 in the division, the only loss coming to New England. They've won 9 of their last 10 games, including a 3-game winning streak to propel them into the playoffs. They will either play at Pittsburgh or at Houston in the wild card round. 6-1 at home, best mark that they've had since 2002, and they have played well against Tom Brady the last 3 times that Brady and the Patriots have made a trip into Miami, including Week 17 last year, when New England was still looking for the number 1 seed.
Well, and after the defense held the Patriots just a field goal last time down, touchdown here is huge because it cuts the lead to 13.
Moore has connected on all 6 of his throws on this drive. This is a 2nd and 5 for Miami. Trying to get on the board. Moore looking. Moore has the time. Tosses. Bouncing off. Jarvis Landry. Terrific individual effort for the touchdown.
The guy that gives him tremendous energy, and how about tremendous effort here? He takes on Hightower here at the goal line. Keeps his feet, dives, and gets in. Now, they're going to call Landry for an unsportsmanlike conduct for slamming his helmet down to the ground here.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Miami, number 14, taking off the helmet. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the ensuing kickoff.
But what I don't understand is he is off the field to play there. If he were in the bench area and had done that, they wouldn't have called the penalty. I don't understand. Once a player's off the field, what does it matter what he does?
Is that a gray area in your eyes?
Absolutely. I think it's even more black and white.
So Landry gets the touchdown. That is his 4th of the season. Matt Moore now with 7 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. He was 7 of 7 on the drive. Franks tacks on the extra point. They go 10 plays, 75 yards. And don't forget they get the football to start the second half. Week 17 for New England, a victory here. They clinch home field advantage. In the tie or an Oakland loss or tie. Miami still with an opportunity to get the number 5 seed, but they would need a victory and a Kansas City loss as well. Matt Moore leads Miami down the field. Landry with a touchdown, but then slams the helmet, gets the penalty. And the Dolphins will kick off from their own 20-yard line. 28 seconds to go in the second quarter. Dion Lewis is deep, standing at his own 9-yard line. Franks puts this one on a bounce. Brought in by Devlin, one of the young men. Devlin is hit along the side at the 43.
Well, a slippery field. There's the plant and the slide, and that's why this ball came out on about 6 bounces to Devlin. When you think about the Patriots with 2 timeouts and the field position they start with here, Tom Brady doesn't need much to get Gostkowski in field goal range.
23 seconds left. New England up 20-7. They have 238 yards of offense in the first half. Miami in jeopardy of giving up the most yards per game that they've ever given up in franchise history. Brady tossed towards the ground, and Bennett in the area. Second down. 19 seconds to play. Need about 20 yards to give Gostkowski a chance. They're at the 43.
Career long at 57. His best this year, just 53. But the way he had that, remember his last kickoff almost went in the stands. Obviously has the leg.
19 seconds remaining on the clock. Motion man is Hogan. Fake it to Hogan and throw it to Edelman. Edelman hit by Kiko Alonso, holds on to the football, and it's a first down for New England with 12 seconds left. That's a 14-yard hookup. We'll step away for 30 seconds and come right back. Right now, Dan, New England would be looking at a 61-yard field goal attempt. So when you talk about getting him into range, yeah, 4 yards does it, but 6, 7, 8 gives him confidence.
And they had one timeout to work with.
Brady underneath. James White turns the corner.
There's your range.
And that's 8 yards with 8 seconds to play. So now you're looking at about a 53-yard attempt.
But because he got out of bounds, we still have a timeout for New England and a chance to get another couple of yards and don't have to worry about spiking it, getting to the line of scrimmage, just simply call a timeout.
And this is on the heels of the Landry penalty, slamming the helmet down after the touchdown, and then Frank slipping on his approach for the kickoff.
And you can only slam your helmet down or take your helmet off in the bench area.
8 seconds left. Brady, moving pocket, throw to the sideline, and they get a couple extra yards as Edelman works the perimeter. 4 seconds left.
Jets did this to the Patriots did this to the Jets last weekend, the end of the first half. Jets called a timeout. Brady still had a couple. They move it right down the field and get the touchdown pass to White.
So here's Steven Gostkowski.
He's got to be careful with his plant foot because he's going to be putting it down. It looks like there's very little grass here where Allen is going to put the ball down.
52-yard attempt to extend the lead. Gostkowski from 52 yards away. It is off to the right. And that's how this first half ends. Patriots hit the locker room with a 20-7 lead over Miami. The Dolphins will have possession when we start the second half. We'll come back. Verizon Halftime Report is coming up after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Happy New Year to everyone. Brady tosses. Touchdown. Martellus Bennett. Floyd battling to get to the end zone. Floyd extends his body for the touchdown. Get ready for second half action with the Patriots leading the Dolphins 20-7 here in Miami. Let's take a look at the winning play of the first half, presented by H&R Block.
It's a tremendous effort here by Malcolm Floyd as he is hit right at the goal line by 3 Dolphins, and then 3 more Dolphins come in and try to keep him out of the end zone, but he falls with his left elbow right on the goal line for the score.
Michael Floyd, his first touchdown as a member of the Patriots. Ian Eagle along with Dan Fouts. Evan Washburn down on the sidelines. This was all New England. Miami, some signs of life at the end of that first half, and big key because they do get the football to start the second half. Both teams are in the playoffs. Just a question, will New England be the 1 or the 2? Will Miami be the 5 or the 6?
Well, it looked like Miami's going to get blown out at 20-0, and the dominance of the Patriot offense. But be able to come back and at least get that touchdown to get the ball to start the second half. They're not going to go into the playoffs. If they were blown out, it would be a tremendous psychological effect on them. But if they can hang tough and just keep the score reasonable, for their own makeup, they'll feel better about it.
Yeah, you just don't want to be deflated going into the postseason with the potential of going into Pittsburgh. And still a question mark as to who's going to be a quarterback. Will Ryan Tannehill be healthy enough to play? Is it worth playing a less than 100% Tannehill or Matt Moore, who has built some chemistry with these guys over the last 3 weeks of the season?
You see the way that Moore came back after a disastrous start to this game that included an interception, but leading his team down the field to get that end zone off the great effort by Jarvis Landry just tells you about his makeup.
Kickoff from Gostkowski. That will carry Grant all the way to the back of the end zone. Dolphins will have it at the 25. Let's check in with Evan Washburn. Evan?
Well, Adam Gase felt like he found something offensively in that touchdown drive. More up-tempo. That's what you'll see here to start this third quarter from this Dolphins offense. Wants to keep with that hurry up. Now, defensively, he recognizes the challenge of dealing with Tom Brady. He said we have to play tighter on guys, tackle the catch better, and try and create a big play, which is something they've done all year long. As for the Patriots and this field, which we've addressed a number of times, Bill Belichick basically said both teams have to deal with it.
Yes, they do.
Well, not after today, because Miami will be on the road in the postseason. Ajayi gets the call, and Ajayi is stacked up. Forward progress will give him a gain of 3.5. First half numbers, Miami finally got to that number after the long drive at the end of the second quarter. And the one giveaway was the interception. Logan Ryan picked off Matt Moore. Patriots 20, Dolphins 7. Starting the third quarter. Moore. Receiver fell down. It was Jarvis Landry, and it's incomplete.
Well, the up-tempo is important, especially here in Miami at the end of the year. We've got 78 degrees right now down on the field, about 74% humidity. So by going hurry up, this wears down the Dolphin opponents. If they could take advantage of that fact, it'd be an interesting end of this ballgame.
Dan, Miami is plus 54 in point differential in the second half this season. That's the best in the NFL. 3rd and 7 now for the Dolphins. First possession of the third quarter. Moore throws. It's on time, and it's Devontae Parker for the first down. Hit by Devin McCourty on the play. They'll move the chains for Miami.
Now, this is where Parker can be so dangerous with his size to break tackles. He's not going to break this tackle, but he gets enough to get across the 35-yard line by inches to pick up the first down.
He's long, 6'3", 212.
Go, Julio break! Julio break!
Number 14 pick overall in the 2015 draft. His ability to catch the ball in traffic, that was a big part of the reason why Miami took him. And a big target, as you mentioned, Dan. 2.5-yard gain there for Ajayi with Malcolm Brown in on the hit.
And when you combine his skills with Landry's skills and then Kenny Stills getting down the field deep, Stills averaging 18 yards per catch. Still waiting for one this afternoon.
Stills will be a free agent. They would like to keep this receiving core intact because of the chemistry that has developed in that receiving room. Give it to Ajayi. Break through the first contact, but not the second wave. Trey Flowers and Logan Ryan there to bring him down. Flowers has been a fantastic story for New England himself. Last year, limited to one game as a rookie, dealing with injuries, couldn't get on the field. This year, he has broken through for the Patriots. His nickname, Dan?
Technique.
Technique.
Why? Because the coaches keep replaying his plays on the film to the other teammates, and they say, how do you do that? He says, that's just technique, man. Just technique.
And the nickname stuck.
It works.
3rd and 4. Moore. First down, Damian Williams. McCourty escorting him along the sideline and out of bounds. So Miami on the move once again. They're in New England territory.
A really good read by Matt Moore, finding Williams isolated on the outside. In fact, mix-up in the Patriots secondary there. Nobody covering Williams as he cuts to the outside. And it takes McCourty to come over and get him out of bounds.
So Miami could not work its way into New England territory until late in the first half. Now a carryover here into the third quarter for the Dolphins. Moore's now 10 out of 15. Moore again hooks up with Landry. Oh, he coughs up the football and a flag thrown. Miami came away with it as Landry recovers his own fumble.
This penalty is going to be illegal motion against the Dolphins. It was Landry down before the ball came out. he didn't react like it
The ruling on
was.
the field is a catch. Fumble recovered by Miami. Illegal shift. 2 men moving at the snap. Didn't get reset. 5-yard penalty replay. First down.
So the illegal shift will push Miami back.
You can see the confidence, though, that Moore is playing with right now. He got back quickly, set his back foot, and fired a perfect strike to Landry over the middle. Let's see if we can find out where the shift is. That's illegal. Landry goes in motion, and at the same time, Ajayi was moving. So that is 2 men in motion at the same time.
Dolphins have lost a lot of key players. Pouncey, Cameron, Nisi, Jones, all on IR. Ajayi remains upright with a spin move. Jay Ajayi, a workhorse, a grinder. Malcolm Butler missed him. Dante Hightower did as well, and he turns it into an 8-yard gain.
Well, the right side here with James and Sims, but making the first tackler miss. Look at that block by James. Butler can't make the tackle. Then Hightower, who's still dealing with injuries, problems. He can't bring Ajayi down. Power, violence, and a little bit of wiggle.
Ajayi has a soccer background. He was born in London, moved to Maryland in 2000. Moore popped up in the air. Incomplete. Alan Branch, who's played at a very high level for this New England defense, now in his 10th year in the league, makes the play for the Pats.
And this is the 15th time in his 10-year career that he's done just this. Keying the eyes of Moore as Moore is being punished by Hightower.
So now a 3rd and 7. Line of scrimmage is the 40-yard line. The penalty interrupted a strong drive by Miami. Trying to make up for it here. Catch made by Stills. Did he get to the marker? He did. First down, Dolphins. 8 yards on the play. They needed 7.
That's the 5th conversion now for the Dolphins in 7 third downs. Inside receiver just running an out route as the other 2 receivers, Parker and Landry, clear out. It makes it tough for Logan Ryan to come over to stop Stills.
Damian Williams flanks Moore. Take it. Williams with the block. Moore with a clean pass to Jarvis Landry. And he's brought down to the 25. Leading the charge, Dante Hightower. It's a 7-yard reception for Landry.
Another positive play on first down. Dolphins right to the line of scrimmage again. You look at the Patriots defense, a lot of hands on hips. Good indication that they're getting a little winded in this humidity and heat of Miami.
And just like the first meeting, Miami was down big early, and they battled back against New England, gave themselves a chance to win at the end, or at least tie it. 2nd and 3. Ajayi slammed down. Ajayi hit by Trey Flowers for no gain. So back in week 2, they met in Foxborough. Jimmy Garoppolo, 3 first-half touchdowns. Patriots took a 21-0 lead, but his day ended early. Kiko Alonso knocked him out with a shoulder injury. Dolphins came back. Kenyon Drake touchdown, cut the deficit to 7. Deron Harmon sealed the win. Ryan Tannehill was picked off with 9 seconds left. New England held on 31-24, the final. 3rd and 3. They'll go empty here as Williams sets up as a receiver. They've converted on their last 4 third downs. Moore, looking for play, touchdown to Kenny Stills. Moore lays it in there perfectly, and the Dolphins are in comeback mode.
Moore got time to throw, and he recognized that it was just a 3-man pass rush, 8 in the secondary, but Stills goes right by Vanoy. Cover 2, Vanoy looking around for safety help, doesn't find it. The toughest thing about that pass for a quarterback is your guy is so wide open. You don't want to overthrow him. You want to put it right on him, and Stills choked his motor down at the goal line to haul it in from 25 yards out.
9th touchdown of the season for Kenny Stills. Matt Moore, after a slow start for Miami, the Dolphins have rallied. Franks the extra point. 20-13 New England. Matt Moore on the money to Kenny Stills. New England still got the lead, but Miami's got life here in the third. Dolphins go 12 plays, 75 yards, 6 minutes and 21 seconds, capped off by the Moore to Stills 25-yard touchdown reception. He was wide open on a breakdown. Van Noy could not keep up with Stills. He was looking for help, didn't have it. Franks on the kick. Dion Lewis returnable. Lewis gets popped at the 20-yard line. Trevor Riley on special teams. A momentum shift in Miami.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. New York Life. With the right guidance, everyone can be good at life. And by the All-In Burger from Applebee's.
Well, New England touchdowns allowed. Last two games have not given up one. They've given up 2 to Miami. End of the second quarter and start of the third quarter. Now it's 20-14 Patriots. Brady swings it to the outside. Catch made by White. And Spencer Hasinger with a tackle. 6-yard gain.
Now, Devin McCourty is going to be in a bind here as Stills will go down the sidelines and over the middle goes. Stills gets behind Van Noy. A tough one on McCourty because of the speed of Parker at the goal line as well.
Crowd has gotten into it here at Hard Rock Stadium. 2nd and 4. Dion Lewis with a flag thrown. Lewis has a first down. Will it stand? No. Against New England.
Holding. Offense number 69. 10-yard penalty replay. 2nd down.
That's Shaq Mason on the right side of that New England line.
That's just the 3rd penalty against the Patriots this afternoon, but it's a big one. They had some momentum after that first down pass completion of White to start the second half.
The Patriots' last loss was Week 10, 31-24 to Seattle. Their only other loss this season, Week 4 against Buffalo. A win, and they clinched the number 1 seed in the AFC. Julian Edelman catch in traffic. He gets hit by Rambo. Gets back some of that yardage. They pick up 7. Officials get in between Edelman and some of the Miami defenders.
It seems like such a monumental task of throwing a short pass and expecting the receiver to pick up the first down. Well, they're really not looking for the first down. They're looking to make this third down more manageable for Brady.
Edelman is now over 1,000 yards on the season for the second time in his career. Lewis and James White both on the field at the same time. 3rd and 7 for New England. Brady gets rid of it quickly. Catch! Julian Edelman off to the races! Julian Edelman! Goodbye, Edelman! Touchdown, New England! "77 yards on the catch and run and a silencer.
Career-long reception for a touchdown for Edelman. Make one guy miss. That's Rambo. Remember, Rambo, one of the 3 defensive starters. Reserves are taking over starters today, and that cost the Dolphins that time as Edelman shows off his speed.
A devastating block from Michael Floyd and Tony Lippett. Just now getting up. Also, Dan, that touchdown for Tom Brady gives him 28 on the season and 2 interceptions That is the best single-season touchdown-to-interception ratio in NFL history. Now, obviously, if you throw a pick in this game, that changes. But for right now, he's got the record.
I'd bet on him keeping it.
26-14 New England. And the extra point is coming up. Julian Edelman, 7 catches, 142 yards, and a touchdown. There are a bunch of Patriot fans that are here.
Well, that would have been a silencer, but there are a lot of Pats fans here. There's no question.
And Michael Floyd is having a major impact on this game. He's got a touchdown reception, and he had the block that just helped spring Julian Edelman loose, and it was a crusher. Well, going through the protocol right now with Tony Lippett, who took a major hit from Michael Floyd on the block. Edelman did the rest. 77 yards on the catch and run. 3 plays, 80 yards. Brady now 22 of 27, 251 yards, 3 touchdowns for New England. That's a new career high for Edelman, by the way, with the 142. Gostkowski kicks it off. This is the turnover for Grant. Grant crosses the 20-yard line. And that's where Miami will take over. Van Noy on special teams makes the play. Sunday, January 22nd, 18 people will go on the run from a team of expert hunters. CBS presents the real-life thriller, Hunted, premiering Sunday, January 22nd, after the AFC Championship game, only CBS.
Quarterback Matt Moore started the game just 1 of 5 for 14 yards and 1 pick. But since that time, settled down nicely, 12 of 14 for 124 and 2 touchdowns.
So Miami now trails by 13 after the answer by New England. They'll work out of the pistol here with Ajayi and back of Moore. And now Ajayi shifts. Regathers and hits his man Devontae Parker for a short gain on first down. Pick up 4 yards on the play. Brought down by the linebacker Roberts.
Good poise that time by Moore as on the fake to Ajayi. Ball hit the ground, but he stayed with it and got the short completion.
We asked Matt Moore about Adam Gase, a shoe issue right there for Parker, and he said, the head coach gives me a lot of confidence. His whole personality, his energy, the game plan gives me confidence. And Moore has performed that way. It didn't appear like Moore was in Miami's plans. Got to give to Ajayi. Barrels his way for a yard. Alan Branch, the hit.
After that disastrous start that included this interception by Logan Ryan, gets this great effort by Jarvis Landry to get in the end zone at the end of the first half. Helps to have big plays by your receivers. Williams with a good catch there, and Stills getting behind the secondary, and Moore delivers.
In the offseason, Moore had a meeting with Dallas. He was going to visit Indianapolis, and then he was encouraged to meet with Adam Gase by Chris Greer, the general manager. He was hesitant at first. After 5 minutes in the meeting, he said to himself, I'm in. This guy was different than anybody else that he had worked with. Devontae Parker with the catch and picks up 2 yards on the play. Logan Ryan there to bring him down. Miami forced to punt.
And that might have been a case of going to the well too many times. We've seen about 4 or 5 crossing routes. That's the first one that did not convert into a first down because of the solid read and tackle.
And it's Julian Edelman. Caught his breath and will now return the punt from Matt Darr. High kick. Edelman settles under it from the 19. Takes his move. Hit before he got to the 30-yard line by Mike Hull, who's been an outstanding special teams performer for Miami. 53-yard punt and a 10-yard return.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Amazon Prime. Get free 2-day shipping on millions of and by Duracell. The ones you trust are always there.
10-yard return by Edelman, but it was all called back. Geno Grissom was called for holding, and it was at the point at which he held. So the 10-yard return is nullified. They go back to where Edelman caught the punt and then back it up. So now the line of scrimmage is the 9-yard line for New England. And look who's back for Miami. Tony Lippett is back on the field for the Dolphins.
And that will not go unnoticed by Josh McDaniels and Tom Brady, because this type of shot here, for him to come back after that, I would think that Brady would go in his direction here soon and often.
Patriots pinned deep in their own territory. LeGarrette Blount is tossed down. Jordan Phillips. And it's a loss of 1 on the play. Let's check in with Evan Washburn.
Well, guys, despite that devastating hit, Tony Lippett went through the entire concussion protocol on the sideline. An unaffiliated neurotrauma consultant gave him the SCAT-3 test. That's what it's described as. He was given his helmet back, went through his paces on the sideline, and again, back out on the field.
Yeah, right now he is at the top of the screen. Brady looking. And Brady, it's incomplete. Jordan Phillips on back-to-back plays for Miami.
That third time this season that Phillips has deflected a pass at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back plays. Look at that right hand go way up in the air. He's 6'6" to start with, but he had a little bit of hang time on this.
Well, he's a space eater. You mentioned the height. He's 335 pounds. In his second year, second-round pick from Oklahoma. This is a big play defensively for Miami. Third and 11 for New England. They've got a 27-14 lead. Shotgun. Brady tosses to Edelman. And Edelman is short on the first down. Jason Jones over there defensively for Miami. They needed 11, they got 9, and the Patriots will punt.
And that just shows you how big a penalty on special teams can be. As Edelman had a good return, but it was wiped out, backed the Patriots up, and 3 plays later, their special teams are on the field.
Edelman was limping as he made his way back to the New England sideline, pointing to that right leg. Ryan Allen the punter, Hakeem Grant. Potential for excellent field position. Grant brings it in cleanly, but lost it at the end. At the 41-yard line, Grant jumps on top of it. 42-yard punt, no return. 27-14, Pats. Dolphins trail the Patriots 27-14 with 3:03 to go in the third quarter. Miami takes over with a 1st and 10 at its own 41. Handoff to Ajayi. And picks up 2 yards on the play. Headlinesman John McGrath working his final regular season game today. He's retiring after the season. John, an NFL official for 15 years, working 1 Super Bowl, and football's in his family. His dad was a football coach growing up. His brother Bob working today's game in the replay booth. John, congratulations on a terrific run.
I think he can hear you.
Was he listening?
I think so, yes.
It's as if right at that moment he knew what I was saying. 2nd and 8. Hits his man, Ajayi. And Ajayi held to 3 yards through the air. Eric Rowe with the tackle.
I was surprised that Ajayi could hang on to this ball because Rowe was closing quickly and made good contact, but Ajayi with those big, strong hands, watch him hang on to this one.
We are under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Miami faces a 3rd and 5. Steps up, wobbly ball. There was a lot of heat on Moore. Eric Rowe had a chance at an INT, and Miami goes 3 and out.
And I think Nikovic got in there. Watch number 50, right to the arm of Moore, and another 3rd down stop by the Patriots.
So Matt Darr punting it to Julian Edelman. Dolphins unable to take advantage of good opening field position. End over end. Edelman hauls it in cleanly at the 16. And that is where the Patriots will take over. 38-yard punt. Last week, the Dolphins opened their doors to 125 children from local elementary schools for their holiday toy event. The students enjoyed a fun day of games, crafts, and gifts with Dolphin players and cheerleaders. Seemed like a good time. Miami was not having a good time early in this game. They turned it around, made a game of it, but New England with a big statement on the Edelman catch and run to build the lead back up to 13.
And their defense with a couple of third down stops, giving the ball back to Brady and company.
From the 16-yard line, 359 yards of offense for the New England Patriots. Miami has given up the most yards defensively in franchise history this season. Martellus Bennett, the intended target, defended by the former Buffalo Bill and Washington Redskin Bakari Rambo at 2nd and 10. New England, number 5 in total offense, number 5 in scoring, right on their season average, 27.1 per game. They lost in the season finale last year in Miami, 20-10. They cut from Michael Floyd. And that's good enough for a first down. Brought down by Michael Thomas, 13 yards on the play.
That's his third catch of the afternoon. But the target that he gives Brady, and Brady so good with the dart throws over the middle and on the slant routes.
Extra offensive lineman here for New England with under a minute to go in the third. Cameron Fleming is the 6th lineman. Flags down. Blunt and Devlin had set up in the backfield.
False start. Offense. Number 71. 5-yard penalty. First down.
And it's Fleming who's called on the false start.
And it was head linesman John McGrath who wanted a little more airtime, perhaps.
And LeGarrette Blunt was trying to make his case to McGrath. What do you got?
A little tiny flinch, but John McGrath with the sharp eyes caught it. Dolphin players did too.
34 seconds to go in the third. 1st and 15 now. Deion Lewis is in. And nothing there for Lewis, trying to soften up the gut of the defense, but Jordan Phillips and Terrence Fede bring him down.
Phillips has been real solid the last couple of plays. A couple of tackles, a pass deflected. But this is where the Dolphins want to be able to give Brady a couple of different looks, try to get pressure on him, create some type of turnover.
Are they going to run a play? They are not. Try to get Miami to jump. And that's how the third quarter will end. The Patriots with a 27-14 lead over the Miami Dolphins. We'll come back to South Florida after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Regular season finale, the New England Patriots with a win, clinch home field advantage, or Oakland loss or tie. Trying to get the number 5 seed, and what's the significance there? You would go to Houston instead of going to Pittsburgh in the wild card round next week. Start of the fourth quarter, Iron Eagle, Dan Fouts, Evan Washburn, the rest of our NFL on CBS crew, producer Mark Wolf, Bob Fishman and company, our director. 2nd and 16 for New England. Brady tosses sideline. Catch is made by Hogan with a flag down back at the 16-yard line.
And another penalty against New England. Holding.
Holding. Offense. Number 62. 10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
It's the rookie Joe Tooney called on the hold.
Working against Phillips, who's been a difference maker here in the second half with a little bit of a takedown. But the reason that's holding is because it's a long yardage situation. Brady has to hold the ball longer. These linemen are more used to him getting the ball out quick. And that time it cost them.
And now the Patriots are looking at a 2nd and 26. Brady steps up. That ball was tipped. Incomplete. Edelman, the intended receiver. Brady was knocked down after the throw.
He was knocked down by Phillips, but it was good pressure by number 91, Cameron Wake here, working against Cannon. That defensive line now starting to show why they're the best unit on this defense, led by Phillips.
Tom Brady, 292 straight passes on the road without a pick. This is a running play. And James White is hit by Spencer Pazinger. They pick up 7 yards. Patriots go conservative, and why not? It was 3rd and long. They'll play the field position game right now and punt it away. Jarvis Landry setting up at his own 33-yard line.
And part of that conservative call is that Brady was on his back on the previous play.
Quick snap to Ryan Allen. Allen goes to the other side of the field from where Landry had initially planted himself, and it's out of bounds. Landry never touches it. Miami has 3 straight home wins against New England. Go back to 2013. Michael Thomas, in his first game as a Dolphin, intercepted Tom Brady to seal the win. 2014, Brady sacked 4 times in the 33-20 Miami victory. And then last year, Devontae Parker, 106 yards and a touchdown. Miami won that one 20-10. Brady today is 24 of 32, 273 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Patriots have done a good job of containing the long ball, big play in this Miami pass offense of Moore's 16 completions just for 147 yards.
The one big play was the touchdown to Kenny Stills. Play fake. Moore works it to Stills along the perimeter and trying to curl it upfield. Logan Ryan limited him to a 5-yard pickup. That just put Miami over 200 yards of offense. New England is at nearly 400.
You got to give Matt Patricia, defensive coordinator, a lot of credit for knowing what his opponent's strength is, and the big play has been so important from this Miami defense, especially in the passing game. He's taking that away so far. Miami's
actually running the fewest plays per game this season in the league, averaging 57 offensive plays per game. Moore, play action, who hits Jarvis Landry, and they're in New England territory. Rob Ninkovich with the tackle, 13 yards. Moore to Landry.
That tackle by Ninkovich prevented a big gain for Landry, as after he catches the ball, he's going to do a 360 spinorama here. Ninkovich playing a defensive end, dropping into coverage as Hightower misses, but Ninkovich does not.
Line of scrimmage is now the 49. 6 catches, 53 yards, a touchdown for Landry. Play fake. Floater is incomplete. Ball was tipped. Landry felt that there was contact.
He's just disappointed this ball was tipped because he had a step. And if he makes this catch with his speed, he might go quite a ways down the field. Let's check out to see who gets credit for tipping this ball. Right there, it looks like Chris Long. Look at that ball get out of spiral.
Got a piece, and it threw off the timing. 2nd and 10. Back to Ajayi. Ajayi taking it to the outside. He turns the corner. The acceleration by Ajayi for a first down. Deion Sims with a block on the outside. 11-yard run for Jay Ajayi.
Larry Tunsil, 67, coming on the pull here. But Ajayi did not like that hole, knew he had enough speed to get around the corner. And another positive play for this Dolphin offense. That 11-yarder, longest of the day for Jay Ajayi.
Ajayi leads the NFL in broken tackles this season. We are under 12 minutes to play. Miami down 13. Moore releases to Jarvis Landry. And quickly brought down after the catch. Ninkovich among those there for New England. 3-yard pickup through the air.
But we talk about ball placement all the time. When you force a receiver to come off his feet to jump for a ball, he's lost everything. The defense has that nanosecond to react. Landry is so good after the catch. Wasn't able to do anything with it because of the high pass.
Kenyon Drake is now in, the rookie out of Alabama, third-round draft pick. He's averaging 5.8 yards per carry this season. Moore gets rid of it to Landry. It's a first down for the Dolphins across the 25-yard line. That play covers 12 yards. Jarvis Landry, in his third year in the NFL, the second most career catches for a wide receiver in his first 3 years in the league. The only one ahead of him, his former college teammate and his close friend Odell Beckham.
And Beckham really, because his spectacular catches and playing in New York has overshadowed him, but they do have a tremendous friendship and a competitive desire between the two of them.
Who set it down for Miami? Moore over the middle. He hits Devontae Parker. First down, Dolphins. 18-yard bullet from Matt Moore.
And this time a high throw is good because it's away from the defense. And when your receiver's as tall as Parker at 6'3", he'll go up and get it in front of Chung. Offensive line doing a great job, and Parker ought to go back and shake their hands because Moore has not been sacked today. And in the second half, Patriots aren't getting anywhere near him.
Dolphins are in business with a first and goal. Most of the damage has been done through the air on this drive. They'll go back to the ground with a flag down. Ajayi bangs his way inside. Penalty marker thrown at the 8, met by Malcolm Brown.
I think they had 2 men in motion again. Took Brandon Albert a long time to get into his stance as Jarvis Landry was shifting.
Illegal motion. Offense number 14 moving forward at the snap. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
And that's a call that's just never made anymore. You always see receivers and backs moving towards the line of scrimmage as the ball snapped. Landry a little confused as to when to start because he saw Albert come up out of his stance.
So now the line of scrimmage is the 11-yard line. It remains first and goal for Miami. From the pistol, Moore on the move. A little dart to Kenny Stills, and he's tossed down by Butler. 3 yards on the catch for Stills. Second and goal for the Dolphins, down to 9:20 and ticking left in the fourth quarter. New England has a cushion. They're up by 13.
They had better do something about getting after Matt Moore. The offensive line, in the limited time that Moore has played, he's thrown 86 passes and only been sacked once. And I don't even think he's been knocked down, but maybe once or twice today.
Second and goal for Miami. Out of the gun. Moore steps up, throws it underneath. Ball comes free, and it's scooped up along the sideline by McClellan. Shea McClellan, he's got blockers. McClellan out of bounds. Damian Williams on the chase down.
Well, Williams made the catch, tried to spin back to the inside, knew he didn't have enough for the goal line, and the ball is going to be popped out here. Looks like McCourty closes and punches it out with his right hand, and then McClellan thinking he's got glory in front of him, but a long way to go. Tremendous effort here to make the tackle, though, as Williams comes back, but there's the punch out here by McCourty.
A game changer. Miami driving in a goal-to-go situation. The fumble by Williams. Matt Patricia's defense makes the play. McClellan takes it back inside the Dolphins' 20. Turnover has been confirmed. New England up by 13, and now they can add to it.
And about to go 8-0 on the road, which is a remarkable accomplishment in this day.
Gary! Oh, Gary! Oh, Gary, 42!
Brady and David Andrews trying to get on the same page here. They give it to Dion Lewis. Lewis keeps the legs turning. And across the 15-yard line, and Ndamukong Suh will get credit for the stop. That's a 7-yard run for Dion Lewis. 8:20 to go in the fourth quarter.
And you can hear the chants from the Patriot fans here. MVP.
Could he win? Even missing the first month of the season.
He's got a lot of competition this year. Matt Ryan's having a fabulous year. And, of course, you talk about the two Dallas rookies, Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott, although they may split the vote there. It'll be interesting. Tremendous numbers for Brady.
2nd and 3 for New England. Edelman goes in motion. Throws to the outside to Hogan. And he's ridden out of bounds by Bobby McCain. If Brady were to win the MVP award, he'd be the oldest MVP in league history. Who's currently the oldest MVP award winner? Have to go back to 1959.
Jim Brown.
Charlie Connery.
Of the Jets, old number 40, or the Giants, excuse me, please, number 42.
How about that?
Right. Amazing.
And Brady will have a shot at it. Matt Ryan is going to get a lot of votes and may win it this year for Atlanta. Derek Carr was in the conversation prior to the injury. Not even the injury that cost him the season, but the pinky injury that slowed down his numbers.
And a disastrous loss to Kansas City.
47!
First and goal for the Pats.
19!
Running play. Blunt's been a touchdown maker. LeGarrette Blunt. Can they bring him down? Well, they're not going to let him get to the goal line, at least not on this play. We're talking about 6 defensive players taking on 250-pound sledgehammer LeGarrette Blunt.
Blunt looking for rushing touchdown number 18 here. Tries to go low there. And Lippett in one of the first, trying to rip the ball out.
Second and goal for New England. Hand it to Blunt. Contact. And no gain. And Ndamukong Suh. A physical force in his own right. And he and Blunt just shoved one another.
And the play initially made by Jordan Phillips. They were running right at him, and then Suh kind of comes over late to clean up.
Suh is still steaming. Suh from Portland, Oregon. LeGarrette Blunt attended the University of Oregon. Handoff. LeGarrette Blunt. Touchdown, Patriots. Number 18 for LeGarrette Blunt. A celebration in the end zone for New England. And the Patriots are 5.5 minutes away from a perfect 8-0 road record this season.
Now, James Devlin does a great job on the linebacker Alonso, although he could have been called for holding for hooking him around the neck. But that would not have stopped Blunt from getting into the end zone. He took on seven tacklers on the first down, and then ran into Phillips and Suh on second down. And then it's one of those body blows where defenses see this big guy coming at them. How many times have we seen him late in the game go in for a touchdown untouched, standing up? Did it last week.
Patriots are going for 2 here. Underneath. They get a 2-point rep. And a flag down. Julian Edelman on the conversion.
This looks like it's going to come back.
Patriots are walking off. And Miami,
2-point try is good.
Jarring.
After the score, personal foul, face mask, defense number 32. 15-yard penalty on the ensuing kickoff.
A lot of words exchanged between these two teams. It's been physical, it's been fiery, and it's been New England with the big plays when necessary. The turnover leads to the blunt touchdown. He was untouched going to the end zone, and then Edelman tacks on 2 more. New England will finish 14-2 on the season. Two takeaways for New England. They've turned that into 11 points on the scoreboard and now lead at 35-14. Plus 12 turnover differential on the season for the Patriots. That's 14 takeaways in the last 6 games. They had 9 through the first 10. Patriots elected not to send this one skying through the back of the end zone. Returnable for Miami, now down by 21.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Cricket Wireless. Something to smile about. Papa John's, official pizza sponsor of the NFL. And by the Lincoln Motor Company.
Is that really the way you want to ring in 2017 if you're those 2 young ladies?
I know they want to get those shirts back in a hurry.
They've been everywhere this year. Unwashed. 5:27 to go in the 4th. Kenyon Drake is stood up and forward progress after the gain of 3. Tonight on CBS, when someone is kidnapped, this is the team that brings them back alive. Catch the series premiere of the new thriller, Ransom. That's tonight after 60 minutes, only CBS. Second and long here for Miami. We're down to 5 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins will be in the playoffs. First time since 2008. They lost that year to Baltimore 27-9. To Jarvis Landry, and he ducks out of bounds just across the line to gain, so a first down for the Dolphins. They haven't won a playoff game since beating Indianapolis back in 2000. Will Ryan Tannehill return? That's the question facing the Miami Dolphins. Tannehill injured his left leg against Arizona. Kenyon Drake down low, lost his footing. 2-yard pickup. All right, let's take you back. Last playoff win. Jed Weaver, 9-yard touchdown catch. 34 seconds left, sent the game into overtime. Mike Vanderjagt missed a field goal. Dolphins drove down the field, and it was Lamar Smith. 17-yard touchdown. Miami a winner, 23-17. That was their last playoff victory. Second and 8 now for the Dolphins. 396 yards of offense for the New England Patriots. Huge play defensively, forcing a fumble. Long return on McClellan. Moore hit as he throws, and incomplete. He took a shot from Trey Flowers.
Flowers had such tremendous speed as he looped around the center there and gets to Moore again.
We asked him about his versatility. He said, look, I need to know the whole defensive playbook. We have a lot of players like that, so he has fit in nicely with the multifaceted players on defense that Matt Patricia works with.
And we tried to get have him zero in on where we're going to see him. You'll see me all over the place.
3rd and 8. Moore again under pressure. This time Sheard providing it. And it's incomplete. Eric Rowe there defensively against Devontae Parker. Now it's 4th down. Dolphins offense will remain on the field. Or will they? Nope. Matt Darr is going to come out. and punted away with 3:54 to go.
You got to be thinking ahead to next week in the playoffs, so this is a smart decision by Adam Gase. Don't risk any injuries. Moore has played very well in relief of Ryan Tannehill.
Well, this will be the 6th time that New England is seeded number 1 in the AFC. Long punt from Dar, rolling. And trying to save it on a couple of occasions. Well played by Lafayette Pitts for Darren Rizzi's special teams crew. 52-yard punt. Thought your fantasy season was over? It's not. Sign up free and learn more at NFL.com/playoff challenge. Well, that's it for Tom Brady. He will finish the season with 254 pass attempts on the road with no interceptions. That's an NFL record. Handed off to LeGarrette Blount, and he sets the record for touchdown to interception ratio. 28 touchdowns, 2 picks. These teams now getting into it. And Ndamukong Suh, this has been building in this 4th quarter. Suh's helmet is off. LeGarrette Blount was in there.
Now that would be a match. Put them in a circular cage. I'd buy that ticket.
After the play, personal foul, offense number 29, face mask. Down will count. 2nd down, half the distance to the goal.
So Blount gets up, a push from Suh, grab of the face mask. And give the umpire credit for getting in there and getting Suh out of there.
They always get the second guy, though. They didn't see the push by Suh, but the removing of the headgear by Blount was easy to see.
The umpire, Mark Pellis, is a brave man.
Or not very smart.
Well, there's 2 sides to that story, but I'm going to go with the former.
Okay.
Back it up to the 4-yard line, 3:31 left. Blount remains in there. Some changes on the offensive line. Cameron Fleming in at right tackle. Ted Karras in at right guard for New England.
Open. 47. Hey, 46 is Mike. 47 is Mike.
2nd and 12. Toss it to Blount. Circles and was fortunate to get out of the end zone. Tony Lippett among those over there.
That's a bit of team effort by the Pats with guys stepping up. Tremendous effort by Michael Floyd here on 14-yard touchdown. And then he gets this block on Lippett that sends Edelman 77 yards. Flowers with another big play at the line of scrimmage. And then the pop out by McCourty and the 69-yard fumble recovery return by Shea McClellan. And that's why the Pats undefeated on the road and 14 on the year. Great contributions up and down the line.
It'll be the first time since 2003 that both Super Bowl teams missed the playoffs the following year. Back then it was Oakland and Tampa Bay that didn't go to the postseason. High throw over the head of Edelman from Garoppolo, and it's 4th down for New England. Well, the Patriots will go in as the favorites in the AFC. Dallas will be the number 1 seed in the NFC. Out of his own end zone, Jakeem Grant standing at midfield for Miami. Backpedaling, Grant. And a collision out across the 45-yard line. Miami will have it in New England territory as Nate Ebner makes the tackle on special teams. 35-14, Pats in control. Two minutes to go, week 17. New England 35, Miami 14. The Dolphins will be in Pittsburgh for the wild card round in the AFC playoffs. Hand off to Drake. Brought down by Vincent Valentine on the play after he picks up a couple of yards. And now Drake is slow to get up. Makes his way to his feet. The executive producers of the NFL on CBS, Sean McManus and Harold Bryant. The president of CBS Sports is David Burson. Today's game produced by Mark Wolf and directed by Bob Fishman. The vice president of remote production of CBS Sports, Steve Karasik. Coordinating producer of the NFL on CBS, Lance Barrow. Vice president of studio production of CBS Sports, Tyler Hale. NFL Today produced by Drew Koliski. Director Bob Matina. Creative director of CBS Sports, Pete Radovich Jr. Damian Williams gets the call. And enough for a first down. The associate directors of today's game, William Thayer and Stephen Murphy. Broadcast associates, Justin Haley and Kid J. Theano. Technical manager, Rick Godwin. Technical director, Terry Rosich. And the audio supervisor, Kevin Little. Up here in the booth, stats, David Freed, Wayne Richardson in the truck. And spotter to the stars, Jim Stamus.
Which stars?
I don't know. We'll find a few for him. 40 seconds left. Give it to Williams. Want to thank our tremendous camera crew as well. We've been with them all season long.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Everybody, wish you the best. What a excellent season we had for the New England Patriots. They have home field advantage in the AFC and a 14-2 record. The calendar turns to 2017, but the expectations remain the same for New England. 35-14. The Patriots over the Dolphins. Miami, 10-6 on the season. First playoff berth since 2008. The Dolphins will have to go to Pittsburgh in the wild card round. New England will sit back and wait to see who they host in 2 weeks. Final score in South Florida, 35-14. The Patriots get it done over the Dolphins. So a 7-game winning streak to end the season for New England. The Dolphins had won 3 in a row until the loss here today. For Dan Fouts, Evan Washburn, the rest of our fantastic NFL on CBS crew, this is Ian Eagle. So long from Miami. Let's go to New York and JB.